What is up, my planeswalkers? So this is the second video that I said that I was going to post. I already have the Domri one uploaded. This one should have uploaded shortly thereafter. In fact, they're both probably available on the internet right now. Well, I would hope so, because this one shouldn't be available until the other one is available. So this is the Planeswalker unboxing and talking about the cards and review and all that good stuff before we do the budget upgrade and the not so budget upgrade. So I'm not going to talk your ear off like I did in the last one. We're just going to dive right into this. 2 booster packs saved for the end, and here we go. Remember, as always, I keep forgetting to mention this because I'm still kind of new to this whole being a online personality that I'm trying to do. But remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Apparently it helps out a lot. I haven't noticed much, but then again, I also only have like 8 followers. So kudos to you guys for being awesome. First, we've got Dovin, Architect of Law. Now this is actually a really decently foiled critter. I mean, that's kind of cool looking. He is a 6-cost planeswalker for 5. His +1 makes it 6. So just like Domri, it's 6 for 6 basically. You gain 2 life and draw a card. That is a thing that Azorius likes to do. Gain life and draw cards. So makes sense. -1, tap target creature. It doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Very helpful for keeping a truly dangerous threat off of your back for a little while until you can draw an answer to it. Tap all permanents target opponent controls. That player skips their next untap step. That is interesting. So I think it's playable. Not wonderfully playable, but definitely playable. As with the other ones, and every Planeswalker decks for a while, comes with a really cool box that does hold sleeved cards, so that's a plus. It's got a nice little grab tab there that should allow you to open it with ease. I think it's a little overstuffed at the moment. Inside, of course, we've got the deck. We've got 2 booster packs, which we saved to the end, and we've got the hey before you play. Telling you how to play the deck, so on and so forth. If you need it, use it. Make sure that you absolutely use it. If you don't need it because you've played before, just dive right in and enjoy. So where's there it is. This is, of course, Azorius colors, white, blue. Unbreakable Formation is a really solid rare, especially if you're doing a creature deck, which, oddly enough, Azorius in Ravnica Allegiance is kind of creature heavy, which is pleasant. I enjoy it. I mean, it's tricksy because it's Azorius, but I like it. So, creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn, which is great. You can use it as a combat trick to help you help clear their board a little bit. But if you cast it during your main phase, you put a +1/+1 counter on them, and they gain vigilance until end of turn. So you can use this as a I'm coming for you kind of thing, and they have to take care of it. Verity Circle. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, if it isn't being declared as an attacker, you may draw a card. And then you can tap target creature without flying. So, mana abilities, gonna, you can draw a card because of it. If they're tapping to Convoke, because Convoke is a big thing in Ravnica, Guilds of Ravnica. So that's going to be a helpful card in some of the standard matchups that you're going to deal with. Probably not more than a sideboard card, honestly. But anyway, Dovin's Dismissal. It's an instant, put up to 1 target tapped creature on top of its owner's library. You may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Dovin, Architect of Law, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. Much like with the other one, you have 2 copies of this. It is deck exclusive because it targets that specific Planeswalker. And one of the great things about this, instead of bouncing it back to their hand, you're putting it on top of their library, it means that you know exactly what they're going to draw next. So if you happen to have something that mills them and tosses cards off the top of their library into their graveyard, you can put a threat directly into the graveyard, which is kind of cool. Concordia Pegasus, 1/3 flyer, very helpful. Prowling Caracal, 3/1, just basic. Spirit of the Spires. Other creatures you control with flying get +0/+1. There's another card in here where it gives other creatures you control with flying +1/+0. So we'll see if that one is in here as well. Decent synergy, if it is. So we have 2 copies of that, 2 copies of Concordia Pegasus. So we have 3 total on that one. 10th District Veteran. This is a nice one because if you have the ability to attack with it with impunity, you can untap another target creature. So it allows you to do other stuff. It also allows you to, wow, that is a miscut all to heckin' back card. Look at that. Anyway, we'll get to that. This allows you to do a little bit more with the resources you have available. Chillbringer, 3/3 flying. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. It doesn't untap during its next untap step. That's kind of cool. Senate Courier is a great common because you can give it vigilance if you know you're going to need it. It's a 1/4 flyer for 3. 3 is a little expensive, but I'm wondering if this was supposed to be something else. I don't have the deck list, so I don't really know. But that is a pretty cool misprint. Just miscut all the heckin' back. So cool. So that's going to go on my wall of interesting stuff. They do have the other flying creatures you control get +1/+0. So there's some synergy there. Azorius Night Arbiter. Vigilance, and he can't be blocked. So he's a 2/5 that gets through for 2, unless you pump him up, of course. And he has Vigilance, so you can use him to block later. Pretty decent card at the common level. You should see some pauper decks running some of him. Elite Arrestor, tap target creature, very helpful. This is a specific to this deck card. You won't find this in any pack. Dovin's Automaton. Again, this is specific to this deck. As long as you control a Dovin Planeswalker, he gets +2/+2 in Vigilance. So, potentially a 5/5 Vigilant creature for 4. There are worse cards to play. For Azorius Guildgates of the 2 different images. Planes, like with the Gruul ones, it's specific to the Planeswalker deck. You won't find those anywhere else. So if you're collecting hard to get or unusual lands, Planeswalker decks are a way to do that. Arrestor Zeal, great combat trick, +2/+2 until end of turn for 1 mana. But if you cast it during your main phase, it gives the creature flying. So if you know that your opponent doesn't have any flyers, you can just make your creature fly. There's 3 of those, which is good. Summary Judgment deals 3 damage to target tapped creature, but addendum, if you cast it during your main phase, it deals 5 instead. So, pretty sweet. You can chump block their big thing and then just murder it. Target creature gets -4/-0 until end of turn, and then you draw a card. But if you cast the spell during your main phase, you tap that creature, and it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. So, instead of it mattering that he gets -4/-0, you can just tap it and keep it tapped and still draw your card. Sphinx's Insight. Draw 2 cards. But if you cast it during your main phase, gain 2 life. Kind of a cool common. And then, just like with the other one, it's got popular forms, the little code thing that I will use before you guys get a chance. How to cast spells, attacking, blocking on your turn, so on and so forth. So, I don't know. Kind of seems to me that this deck is going to require a little bit more work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So this is an extra card. How odd. Cool. Anyway, it's going to take a little bit of extra to make this a functional deck, I think. So we'll see when I do my reworks how it actually plays out. Last two things. These two booster packs here. We'll open them up. War of the Spark. No idea what that even means. Kind of cool. Scorchmark, excellent removal. Absolutely going to include that in the budget rebuild. Hazard Officer, Persistent Petitioners, the most expensive common in the set. So dumb. I love this card. Steeple Creeper, Carrion Imp, Law Mage's Binding. That is great to shut down creatures that are giving them extra stuff. Goblin Gathering, Blade Juggler. I love the art on that. Look how freaking cool that is. I love it. Justicar's Portal, Galloping Lizrog. That's our first uncommon. This thing is dumb. I mean, it's a 3/3 for 5, which is awful. But it has Trample, and when it enters the battlefield, you may remove any number of +1/+1 counters from among creatures you control. If you do, put twice that many on Galloping Lizrog. So, I mean, yeah, defend answers and stuff are a thing, and people could just murder it without any real issue. But the potential to have a 12/12 trample is pretty cool. Tower Defense, that is great for a Walls Matter deck, which I will probably build at some point. Sky Tether and Simic Ascendancy. Wow, I have opened 2 Simic Ascendancies on this video. Go me. And a Rakdos Guildgate. So, it did not follow the theme. That's apparently a thing. Alright. So, last pack. And I'll sign off for the night. Got another Feral Maca. Blah, blah, blah. Mammoth Spider. Summary Judgment. Another Law Mage's Binding. Alright. We have Bankrupt in Blood. Sacrificing 2 creatures to draw 3 cards. It's alright. Enraged Ceratok. Cavalcade of Calamity. Kind of a cool name. And Theater of Horrors. I will be doing a Rakdos build at some point. I'm probably going to build a deck of each of the different guilds this time, just to kind of play around with it and make it competitive. Got a foil Sphinx of New Prov and an Orzhov Guildgate. So, pretty cool. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, Planeswalkers. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing and kind of review about what the deck can do. We'll be talking during the next video about the budget build and the not so budget build. Got a really cool little souvenir from this particular one. I'm going to take that down to my local game store and kind of show that one off, because that is a terrible miscut. But I will catch you next time, Planeswalkers. As before, make sure that you hit like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will catch you next time.